Positive, soul-lifting vibes only. Hello, my dear friend. How are you? Welcome. This is Life is Good. On this program, we try to keep hope alive because when there is life, there is hope. So the fact that we still have life, we still have the opportunity of enjoying the goodness that life offers against all odds. Welcome. My name is Cordelia Okpei. I'm your host on this program, and I thank you always for joining us on Life is Good. Today on the program, we'll be listening to somebody to be between Germany and Nigeria. He'll be telling us what he's doing for people here and how he's keeping the hope and joy alive. David Ikhu-Omorogbe. Welcome to Life is Good. Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get to meet you one-on-one. So tell us a bit about yourself first.
Okay, I'm Pastor David Ikhu-Omorogbe. I live in Germany and I grew up actually from Edo State, Nigeria. And I've been here for almost about 22 years now.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
22 years you've been in Germany. Tell me, how easy has it been for you to, pack up and leave your country to go somewhere else? And not just somewhere else, a place where you had to learn a new language.
Actually, I would say that it's all fun, actually, because, life is full of succession of surprises and you try new things in life. So when I came to Germany, actually, I didn't really know that I was going to stay too long. But I think it's a very good place to stay. The people are friendly and you just also find it as a home for you. So I was able to adapt to the system, learn the language, and I think it has been a great time. People have different experiences, but I think I would say my experience has been very good.
We are talking now based on how the world is today. People are looking for any means to live happy, comfortable lives. And for somebody who's listening right now, Do you think it is wise to just take the plunge because you're just looking for comfort, you're just looking for a better zone to live?
Well, I would say that actually it's not everything that you really appreciate when you come to Western world, especially Germany. Sometimes you have to really sacrifice a lot of things. Your social life is almost gone. Your spiritual life is also at stake. It's not like we do here that the European people, they are Christians or, these are the people, they don't really like to go to church. And you can enjoy the basic social amenities. There are a lot of opportunities and you can go to school almost for free. You can study anything you want to study. You can just do anything you want to do. It's an open system where you can really grow your talent. But, life is not just about just growing your talent. Also, you need people to associate with, but that's what is missing here. So I would say that it's a good thing to come here. I will never discourage any young people, but I will also say that in Nigeria, there are a lot of things to enjoy. And if you're able to provide solutions to some problems, I think you will grow anyway. It depends on what you're doing. There are also some people in Germany, they're suffering because they don't really have much to offer to the society. And so they end up doing some kind of odd jobs, So with that, I would say that it depends on what you can offer to your society. But coming here, I would not say this is a bad idea.
You said you're a pastor, and I know that you're into various community kind of work and all that. You've been doing that for a while. What prompted you to start focusing on helping people in Nigeria? But first off, let's say, what do you really do for people back home via your NGO?
Actually, yes. I'm a pastor. I've pastored all my life here in Germany. What I mean is that since I came to Germany, after my studies, and I also run an NGO. But, outside your spiritual giftings, you also have your other giftings, like your academic life and your social life and your ability to help people. So I'm into the NGO and we do a lot of supports for people in Nigeria and we provide water for communities and we help the widows, the orphans, the less privileged people. And we also provide scholarship for people who cannot really afford to go to school. We have been doing this work for, I think, since 2007 now, and we are a registered organization in Nigeria. We also have an NGO here that supports the NGO in Nigeria so that we can carry out our project, successfully. So that's one part of it. And the other part of it is also do a kind of training, apart from just my pastoral work, which is, I'm a pastor full time, but I run a company too, which is into data analytics, data science, and we've trained a lot of people because we see that the world is changing very fast. So we try to give all the best we can. That's why I said anywhere you are, depends on what you can offer to your society. So by God's grace, I think we say we are building life. We are changing life, and we're giving hope to people.
So why did you think to stretch out that hand of fellowship to people in Nigeria, in various communities you are operating in? Why?
I would say it's my passion, because I remember when this whole thing started, it was when I did my NYC in Benue State, and I was posted to a community, I think it was called Ogbadigbo local government, very not too far from Utukbo. And so the kind of water we drank in that community was really terrible. And I told myself, I said, when God blesses me, I'm going to see how I'm going to help people. And because of that, really, when I came, my first profession was in agriculture. But when I came, I had to go and study water engineering, my master's, just because of that passion. And I tried to first see how I can help people, because I know that water is very, very important. And especially when you come to Nigeria, you don't even see anything functioning. It makes me sick in my heart that we cannot even provide safe water for our own citizens. So that actually motivated me. And since then, it grew from water to helping people. I think I would say it's a passion, it is what God had placed in my heart. And I'm not trying to do something because I see other people doing it. I feel it's a need for my society to contribute to my society where I come from. And so I started crying here, and there was a day I said, God, what can I do for my people? I was just thinking, I said, what can I do? There are a lot of things to do, actually. But, sometimes you just want to be focused and be specific in what you're doing so that you can really get results.
The work you're doing now, is it basically for your own home community, or you spread it to other people? That is, are you just doing it for only your village?
No. I think the only thing I've done, sometimes people say, oh, you do it for your village, Actually, the truth is this. We have our branches in different places now in Nigeria, in Abuja, in the east, in Abia, in Delta State, and in Edo State. But the Edo State is the hub, because I grew up from Edo State and my whole life was there. I went to University of Benin, I went to Edo College. And so most of the jobs we do there, we do it in Edo State. And I think what I've done for my village, actually, I think was just building a church there, or helping to plant a church. I think that's what I've done so far for that, But we're open to anywhere in Nigeria, because I see everybody as one in Nigeria. So we're there to help one another.
Okay, but aside the church, there's water there too. The basic thing you were considering, you have water and scholarships also running?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of scholarship running. We've really helped a lot of widows, and there was a time we gave money to them for them to start their businesses. There was a time we brought some sewing machines, for people to start up with, because there are a lot of people, they learn how to sew, but they don't have machines to start up with their business. So we gave them those things, and we also came with some medical equipment to help some people. We came with wheelchairs, and so we have done actually a lot of things, and you can check it on our website. It is called Storehouse of Hope and Care Foundation. So we have really helped communities that I never knew of, but somehow people just gave me and told me that, this community, they don't have anything. Their people are dying, so we should come to their aid. And we provide some medical aids for them. And what I do most of the time is I come with some Germans. And so we do this work together. And then once we are done, then we go back.
How do you feel when you see the impact of what you're doing in the lives of the people?
Oh, that's where the joy lies. Because once you see that the people are improving, and you come back, and you just see how life has changed. There's a kind of fulfillment that you have, especially you pick somebody from the street who cannot go to school. And then in the following year, you come back and you just see that, or you get some pictures, down there, and they tell you that this person has gone back to school and he's doing fine. And you see the parents, they are so excited. You can see the emotions and all. It's like, oh, thank you that, you brought hope to me. And, so we are hope givers, actually. We want to give hope to people. We want to tell people that, look, your life is not over yet. you have the chance to succeed, no matter where you started from, because we all have our own beginning. We have our stories to tell. It was not that I had a good beginning and my parents were rich. And, I remember how I also went to school then. So if I think back, I just told myself, look, I want to be a part of those people that will build the future of Nigerian, young people coming up. So I see it as an opportunity. I'm really glad and pleased in my heart. I must tell you, I'm excited and I want to do it more. If you ask me, what do I want to do in my life? Really, I want to be a blessing to people.
I commend you and I commend those who've been supporting you too.
Yeah, thank you.
Before I let you go, let's take a look at this, should I call it a mindset?
Okay.
People don't want to really do good because they're afraid people will use their good against them. What would you say to such people listening now?
Yeah, you see, Nigeria is a complicated environment. I must use that word, because people are really afraid of so many things. They're afraid of their what is going to happen. I've seen situations, heard about stories, but because of my exposure now, the depth of my Christianity, I would say I'm bold. I fear nothing, but that does not mean I don't have to be cautious of my life and what I do. What we try to do now is that we don't even give cash to people in their hands. Thank God for bank transfer. You can do any kind of transfer you want to do. If somebody wants to do a project, you send the money and you get a receipt. You don't need to just give cash to the person. Even if you are supporting families, they also have an account. They can also create an account, because we also want to be accountable to people who gave us money for support. We want the receipt. We want to show them that, look, we have really done what you told us to do. So in that case, we try to avoid any kind of physical contact with people. When I mean financial transactions, we try to do everything through the banks or through our institutions. And I think that gives a better credibility, and also it gives you a kind of safety and protection, because you hear a lot of people that, you send money even from your personal account and then later you are accused of something. So you are very, very careful with what is going on. And like I said, Nigeria is a complicated society and we have to be very wise. Yeah.
Yes, wisdom is profitable. Very
direct,
profitable. Yes, very profitable to direct, and it definitely will guide you on the right path.
Yeah, sure.
Now, life is good. That is what we're always saying on the program. To that person who is feeling down, depressed, feeling, he's abroad, that's why he can say all these things. What would you say to such a person to encourage that one to still believe that life can be better than what they have now?
I want to say this, it's not because you are abroad that life is good. You can be anywhere and life will be good. Like in Germany, for example, you have a lot of people who are depressed, totally depressed. As a pastor, I see a lot of people and there's no motivation to live anymore. So living abroad or in Western world does not guarantee you the joy that you need. Totally not. So anywhere you are, just try to create the environment for success, create the environment for joy. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Live your life, be happy with what you are, and try to project, yourself and see how you're going to grow in the next 10 years. Then work hard towards it and pray. And don't forget, always trust God in what you do. Even if you think that life is just over and, what do I do? Don't forget, look at the big picture. God has a plan for you. And you are not working on another person's calling. You have your own personal calling. You have your personal life and you are unique. Just be the way you are. And then give the best of life. And I assure you, you're going to smile at the end. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pastor David, for your time with us. And I wish you a lot of warmth as you are going into the very cold season in Germany.
Oh, sure. It's really cold now. I must tell you, I'm just I'm frozen here. I'm frozen. It's really hard. This time I just try to run down to Nigeria because I don't want to give myself, the problem of staying under the cold here. It's quite good now. Thank you very much.
Well. Thank you so much for coming on Life is Good. My regards to all those who've been working with you to make the dream come alive back home.
Thank you.
Take care and remain blessed.
Thank you.
You're listening to Life is Good. Stay with us.
Life is good.
Time for me to quickly do this, and this will be like our tip for today. A lot of people believe that when you go abroad, you find things easier and life will be nicer and so on. Let me tell you, as David shared with us, you may have all the basic amenities and all that, but depression can still find you wherever. I remember one time I had spent some time in the US and I was looking forward to Christmas that year, believing that, oh, it would be great, white Christmas and so on. Never been that miserable. It was really miserable because the whole setting, the whole everything wasn't what was expected. So sometimes you may have all what you need physically, but if spiritually, emotionally, and otherwise things are not in order, depression will still catch you. So create happiness for yourself wherever you are. Do the things that make you happy as long as they are good things. Help people. It goes a long way. My name is Cordelia Okpei. I'll see you next time, and I hope that you think about those things and the things we've talked about on the program. Till we come your way again next week. Remember to follow me on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They are all at Cordelia Okpei. Instagram actually is at C.Okpei. Till I come your way again next time, bye-bye. And remember,
life is good.
positive, soul-lifting vibes only.